We are live 364 days a year. What are we doing here?
If Dom turns at SummerSlam, I'm shaving my moustache off. I've told you, if that happens, it's going. My lip is cold because of a stupid bet that I made with YouTube. Oh, good.
Wrestle's better than Daniel Bryan. Bryan Daniels. Better than Okada.
How do you not get 50 after Monday Night Raw?
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Shad Talks Scraps, and I am back with another installment of not the Wrestling Republic daily broadcast, but NXT Off the Air. The Tuesday Night Delight is back. It's a little different. I'm hosting right now, but y'all will kind of understand. We got a little bit of technical difficulty, so we're going to maneuver through this episode, but it's going to be a good one, man. We got the Great American Bash going on this Saturday, and we're going to give y'all some predictions about it, also talking tidbits of what happened on tonight's show, but I can't do this by myself. First and foremost, I got to kick it out to the L-Town, Louisville. Dryzzy, how you doing, bro?
Good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Wrestling Plug in the building. Your boy ready to catch up on Great American Bash. Yeah, woo!
America. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I believe we got somebody else here. I thought he dropped for a second, but we also got the big dog, the person who usually hosts this. StreamYard's being finicky for Clark tonight, so hopefully his joint will be good for now, but that's why I'm hosting it. But we do got Clark Taylor in the house. How you doing, bro?
I could drop out at any.
It's just like that.
He didn't get 2 words in. Damn.
Oh, my God. Just like that. Oh, no. He wasn't ready. Clark is currently frozen in time.
Crazy.
It's all good. We're going to be able to maneuver through it, though. You're going to see a lot of 3, 2. You know, we run different rotations over here tonight, but it's all good. We are here, and let's talk about Great American Bash. Before we start with the predictions, I want to know who's in the comments section. First and foremost, we got DCX Warlord saying Matt Cardona named on NXT. This is very true. The artist formerly known as Zack Ryder was name dropped. He was a target on TNA by Dark State. Dryzzy, I got to ask you real quick, your thoughts on that?
We are that close to the most over guy in pro wrestling being back in the place where it all started. The Matt Cardona we know doesn't exist if he doesn't get over it in WWE like he did.
Nah, that's very true, and it's pretty cool to see, man. We heard Kevin Owens kind of take a dig at him, but also mentioning him on Cody's podcast. Like it's only a matter of time till it happens. You see what his wife Chelsea Green has accomplished in the WWE. I feel like it is a matter of time. Also, I gotta show this comment right here. Garrett, sorry. Once Alexa is able to control, that moves me, bro. That moves me a little bit. Alexa Bliss, Tatum Paxley, tag team champions. Come on, bro. Feed me that. Feed me that. We did hear that Tatum Paxley and a bunch of other talented women will be part of this battle royal for Evolution. Also, we got the homie Dez in the building saying, good evening, guys. What's going on, broski?
What up, bro?
Yes, DC Warlord, there is technical difficulties on Clark, but we're going to keep it moving. Don't worry. Because we're going to start off with the show, man, and we're going to do these predictions. When Clark get here, we're going to get his predictions too. And I'm going to save the match that he want to talk about so he's back in here. If he gets back in here, he's back in here. But we're going to save him. We're going to let that be the main event for our show because that's kind of Clark's thing. If you know. But let's start with the North American title on the women's side. We have our champion Sol Ruka, who is doing double duty this weekend, also in the tag team match on Evolution with Zarya, but she's going against Izzy Dame of the Cullen, who's also doing double duty. What we learned tonight, she'll be part of the Battle Royal But these two women will be having a matchup on Great American Bash. One woman will come victorious, having gold decked out at Evolution 2. And, I'm going to kick it off to you first, Driz. In this match, who do you think goes in to Evolution with that, shiny North American women's belt on their waist? Will it be Izzy or will it be Soul?
I am a firm believer in Sol Ruka. She has been one of the, although she has not defended in a while, she's still one of the most dynamic wrestlers in NXT, and I absolutely, and she does a lot of great work. But I'm not gonna sneeze at Izzy. She is not. She's lately these last few months has been on a tear. She's been very impressive in all of her outings. This whole storyline now with her and Tatum Paxley is pushing her to a trajectory that I don't think any of us really saw for her. Soul is gonna be in for a fight, but I am definitely riding with Soul Ruka over Izzy Dane. Izzy's ready, just not right now.
Ah, man, oof, it's hard to argue with your point on that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my prediction, and we'll go to the comments.
Oh shit. I don't know if you can hear me. Shad, I don't know if you can hear me. Shad. Shad. Shad, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but we cannot hear you. Something happened with your mic, we can't hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot going on right now. Um StreamYard seems to be messing with us always round. I don't know what is going on. Clark's been taken out. Shad's mic is messing up. We're trying to get through this the best we can. Uh, any better? Can you hear me? Shad, can you hear me? Because I cannot hear you. So we have a lot going on right now. I got you. So we have a lot going on, as you can see. Clark is out at the moment, having technical difficulties. Shad's mic is it's some Dark State is doing something to mess up with all our stuff. I think they've had issues with the things we've been saying about them lately. So now they are just messing with everything. We're gonna look at a few comments. Let's see what we got here. I feel bad. We're missing the afternoon show. It happens, but that's why you can check us out every day at 3 p.m. on the East Coast. I don't know what it is on the other side. Mister
I'm
Mister
back. I'm
Don,
back. Can y'all hear me?
we can hear you, but we cannot see you.
Can you see me now?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, StreamYard bugging the F out.
StreamYard is on all types of BS today.
So y'all didn't hear anything I said about my take about who won?
Absolutely, we heard absolutely nothing. As soon as you went the full screen, yeah,
Y'all can hear me now.
yes.
My bad. This is a crazy episode. I got Sol Ruka retaining. I said in no way, shape, or form should Sol Ruka ever lose in this situation. She's a generational talent. I like Izzy Dame. I think she's super talented, but it's just levels at the end of the day. This is going to be a situation where it's like, like Sol Ruka to me is like SGA. She's just the baddest player on the court. And Izzy Dame is kind of like, more of a, I don't know, like a Nemhard on the Pacers, right? She's a role player. She plays a role, but she's not a star. So yeah, I got Sol Ruka winning that, man.
Not a bad pick. So as I said, Izzy is been on a tear lately. She's been very good, very captivating, but I just don't think this is the time. Nor is So Ruka the person for her to beat for it. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna have to let Izzy grow a little bit more before we give that up.
yeah. And do I know AJ Francis? Brother, I am AJ Francis. This is
We
this is AJ Francis in the flesh right now. What you mean, bro?
like
All right. Clark, are you good?
Hard, maybe. We'll see. I at least know that it's not me. It's the It's the. I don't want to blame the big dogs over at StreamYard, but it's the big
it's
dogs over at
definitely it's
StreamYard.
not a StreamYard issue.
Yeah, no, like I just, it's good to be here. I know I missed a bunch.
Hey,
These phrases
before
right
I
where you
start
better
going
say
bad,
it. Oh man.
I'm
Clark, bro.
I'm not gonna
Dude,
talk bad about StreamYard, but I'm gonna talk bad about StreamYard. Because Jesus, StreamYard, help.
Yeah. My joint was on me. My I think I accidentally unplugged my port rook by when I was talking. So
I
StreamYard.
truly don't understand this.
it's all good, bro.
It's like it makes no sense.
Quickly, who do you have winning between Izzy Dame and Sol Ruka?
Soul Ruka. I'm gonna go with Soul.
Okay. So we
For
all got Sol.
Yes, unanimous.
This can only happen off the air. Hey guys, if we don't have jobs tomorrow, blame StreamYard.
what is going on? Why does it keep freezing?
I don't know, bro. You might have to sit out for this one.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We can run a 2-man. It's all good. All right. We're gonna let Clark sit out for the rest of this one, man. It is not being good to him. But let's get to the next match. Let's bang through these joints real quick.
Man.
Let's talk about what else we got? Let's go with Jasper Troy versus Javon Evans.
Ooh.
This was announced tonight. Jasper Troy, bro, what's up with him? Why he keep that? Like he was just beating the living shit out of Javon all show, and then Javon got his lick back towards the end of the show tonight. I like how this has been set up. I like what they're building with Jasper Troy. And I'll give my prediction first. Oh man, this is a tough one. And this is a situation where I feel like these are two guys that are going to play such pivotal roles in NXT. And it seems like Jasper Troy is given a big, tall task being an LFG winner, then coming into the show, and they put him initially against Oba. But he hasn't won yet. He lost to Oba. He lost to someone else we'll talk about. I think it would be detrimental for him to lose 3 matches in a row. But the issue is he's going against the young OG. He's going against someone so immensely talented. I always say, I think Javon Evans is like the Roxanne Perez of the men's division when she was like, if I had to compare it, it's just the fact that a person so young and so new to this business is already the best at wrestling out of everybody in his counterpart in that division. But I think he plays a role where he's going to make Jasper Troy look really good. And I think Jasper Troy does come with a victory. So I'm unfortunately picking Jasper to win this one, although I'm a big Javon Evans fan. God, that was a tough one to say, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to say you're bad. It's not a bad choice. I am very happy. and I'm gonna keep on pointing it out, that they have not gone the route of Tough Enough and just like, oh, they had this big elaborate debut, they had this one big match. He's still in the top upper mid card of everything, and I think Javon is in the place where he could probably put him over. Javon has what we call Jeff Hardy syndrome, where
Mhm.
he can almost do no wrong, and the crowd is still going to be behind him. They're always going to love him because he just has such a underdog energy that you want to root for. So I don't have a problem with Javon losing here, especially if they also run it back later, because I definitely can see that happening. Jasper Troy has been intense from the moment we saw him on A&E, and I think we might have found something that just clicks between those two. You know, everybody has that dance partner that just works for them, and I think that Javon and Jasper might be those dance partners for each other. I listen. I'm excited to see this. This is actually one of the few matches on the show that I'm actually excited to see, and with minimal build. Last week, Javon caught Jasper Troy with a cutter, and we've been off to the races. Only 7 days, and that we've seen in the last couple of months right now in WWE.
Nah, that's some real stuff. I feel like that point you just made, that they've made such a big build off of such short term, just beating the piss out of each other. It's been so chaotic and it's been fun to watch. So you got Jasper winning?
I do have Jasper winning.
Okay, so you and I currently both we both agree on the both picks so far. So we both got Jasper Troy winning. DC Warlord letting us know that insanity. Oh my god, look at his profile picture. Jeez, that is funny. He
Yeah,
beat
Clark.
Dante Chen. Bro, everybody beat Dante Chen. Did he beat Dante Chen on NXT? He did, didn't he?
If it didn't happen on NXT, it didn't happen. If it happened on like LFG or Evolve, we don't acknowledge that as real prime NXT. That's like playing in the playground in 2K.
Son, that is so funny. DC Warlord, you are a funny guy, bro. Never change. Garrett Sorry got a hot take. With Evolution coming up, should WWE should have WWE brought back an intergender tag tournament, and at the PLE have final matches with only men on the card? Um,
No,
nah, I don't
no.
think so. I think so. The beauty of Evolution to me, besides the fact that the build has been putrid, I'm still at a level of excitement because the card on paper looks phenomenal. I mean, you got Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. You got Trish Stratus versus Tiffany Stratton. You got Bailey, Becky, and Lyra in the triple threat match. You got the tag match is crazy. You got Kyrie and Asuka. You got Roxanne and Raquel. You got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and then you got the Sol Ruka and Zarya. And then we saw tonight with the women that are going to be in this battle royal. I mean, you got Stephanie Vaquer, you got Julia, you got our girls from NXT, the Fab Six that made it. Is going to be, and then we don't know who else, like Nikki Bella's in it. Like, there's a lot of talented women on the entirety of that show. So, I mean, I expect it to, like, it's gonna deliver way more than the hype is, and that's gonna be the beauty of it. It's just the fact that they WWE do some BS like that. They put it on a weekend that we knew was for the sickos.
Mhm. And I don't think that we need to have any type of anything else for men. Like wrestling is already pretty male dominated. Evolution needs to be the celebration of women's wrestling and where how far they've come in WWE. There's no need for the intergender stuff. Let that be some. I am a fan. And like later down the line, away from this, I don't want any type of. It's bad enough we have this counter programming.
hmm
This and let's at least just celebrate the women because I'm really happy that they didn't go along with trying to counter by putting Evolution at the same time as All In. That would have been absolute trash right there. Like I want to celebrate these women.
For sure. And if it's intergender matches, you have to have, like, I feel like you would need more fact. Like Judgment Day can make it work because they got guys and girls within the team, right? You know, like LWO could have made it work with like Zelina and like Rey Mysterio or something like that. But like, there's not a lot on the main roster, like where you can intertwine a lot of like guys and girls to do a whole show like they did that one time or the whole tournament. But I mean, who knows? I think they'll probably run it back at some point down the road, though. I don't
Yeah.
see that not in the future. So, but yeah, let's go. Let's continue the predictions, and let's go with the next match on the card. And you know, speaking of tag team matches, speaking of Evolution, we got 4 very talented women going against each other. It is the group that you know me and Drizzy adore so much. Toxic, my bad. Fatal Influence, JC Jane and Fallon Henley, 2 women that you know, all jokes aside, our NXT Women's Champion and someone who's a former North American champion, in Fallon Henley, going against the, you want to call them the outsiders, maybe? I don't know. Mariah May, Blake Monroe, and Jordan Grace, the makeshift tag team that is these 2 big names and these big free agents. And I mean, like, think about that for a second, Driz. We're talking about, like, I don't think people understand. Like, let's just get NXT away for a second. Like, these 2 women were respectfully in the top 10 women's wrestlers list this past year. You talk about a former AEW women's champion who had one of the greatest storylines and matches of the history of women's wrestling. I don't care what nobody tells you. Her and Toni Storm Hollywood ending was a classic. And the story was on top of the world. Like, Mariah May was really, really a big time star. And then you got Jordan Grace, who I've always felt like has been like, you know, she's the juggernaut. She's the unsung hero in women's wrestling. Like, she's like she's is in ring wise. You gotta put her in the same boat as a Bianca, a Rhea Ripley. You know,
She's been around for a while. She was in the spot that Roxanne or was when she was Roxy some years ago. Jordan has been around for I almost want to say it's been maybe almost 10 years just wrestling on the indies. And I've been watching ever since. Just to see how far she has come has been absolutely amazing. This is it's the things that make you want to continue to watch wrestling. Is watching Jordan Grace go from the little thick mama pump that was on the indie stove and Team Pog physically and I forget the rest of how that acronym, but to all the way to becoming the Juggernaut. Like I watched her be Baby Juggernaut to Juggernaut now, and she's in NXT in the at the top of one of the best women's rosters and divisions in wrestling now.
yeah, and I think that's kind of like the interesting part of it is that it works well enough for me because like the main roster's got so many stars and it just might not be their time. Like they could possibly get lost in the shuffle on a Raw or SmackDown. I feel like being in NXT right now with the namesake that they have and being big time names, it fits and it's kind of how you let them kind of grow as stars. And to me, this is going to be a telling match because we have a match the next night,
Mhm.
right? Does JC Jane lose 2 nights in a row, or does she win one or the other? And I think it's gonna be a more of a one or the other option. And I say that to say this: I don't see Fatal Influence losing. I think there is going to be shenanigans potentially happening. I feel like I feel like Grace is gonna be the NXT Women's Champion come Evolution, and I think you need Fatal Influence to win the night before. The thing is this: there's an opportunity for either of these 2 teams breaking up or having some sort of commotion because there is that elephant in the room with her and Fallon. But if I had to make a guess, I think I'm gonna go with Fatal Influence coming out with the dub, and that leads to Jordan winning the next night. So I'm gonna go with that. What about you, Drizzy?
I definitely. So I'm not a fan of this match. That's. I said all that other amazing things
Same,
about all them,
same. By the
but
way, same.
I am not a fan of this match. I think it is kind of pointless. This was the go home show tonight. If you were gonna do it, this would have been the night to do it. But then it's also at the exact same time. This is gonna be Blake Monroe's debut match in NXT.
hmm
That of we made such a big deal about her. I almost wish we would have debut. Well, they probably couldn't at that point in time, but I wish they would have debuted her at Stand and Deliver, if at Heat Wave, if you wanted to wait even until Iron Survivor or something. But I'm not a fan of this being the match because she's an afterthought at this point in it, and she's going to be one of your big stars in this division. Jordan possible. I could definitely see Jordan taking the loss in this match, but I only. So this is my caveat to it. I'm going Fatal Attraction. I'm going Fatal Attraction only if JC is not in the match. I need Jasmine Nix in this match. I know she has not wrestled in a while. Changes and Jasmine and Fallon are the team that are in this match, and not JC and Jasmine. I mean JC and Fallon.
Okay. By the way, this is a big point right here. The winner at Evolution gets to face Masha at Slammiversary. So,
Yes, that is something else we need to add into this because this is a big deal. It is a winners take all match.
okay, I'm changing my pick. I got Blake and Jordan winning on Saturday, and I got JC retaining on Sunday because I think Blake's gonna turn on Jordan,
I could see that.
and I think Masha Slamovich is going to be a NXT Women's Champion and a Knockouts Champion. That's gonna be my prediction. Um, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think for some reason, like Masha to me is so impressive, and I feel like that's kind of the return in a sense. They let Trick be the knockouts champ, or not the knockouts champ, my bad, the TNA champ. So
Hmm.
they might get the little return. You know, this is how their partnership works. But um we got the homie Donnie De Silva. What's going on, broski? He said he got Blake pinning JC. He's
Yo,
gonna count on it. Count on it. All right. Hey man, I'm a betting man. I need
count
some
on
money.
though. You know something we don't know.
Hey,
Yes,
nah.
hey.
Salute to the homie Donnie, man. Good dude. Um, and thank you chopping it up with us in the comments, bro. This has been a crazy episode thus far.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes.
if you're coming in late. Let's get to the next match. We got our sorry, Clark. I guess we're just gonna have to go with this one because he's not gonna be on it because of technical difficulties. We got an AEW match happening, not on the AEW show, but going around the same time as AEW. All right. We got Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page. Falls count anywhere for the North American title. Tonight, Ricky Saints. My bad. I say Ricky Saints. I said Ricky
You're
Saints,
right.
right?
You're right. You're right.
Ricardo Saints. Ricky went through the gauntlet tonight. Went against the Vanity Project. Beat the Swipe Right and James Drake or something.
Jackson Drake, I
Jackson
think.
Drake. Yeah, he beat all three gentlemen, and he got that opportunity to call his shot for the title. And what type of match he's picking? Falls count anywhere. And I gotta say this, man. This to me probably will be match of the night. Um, just the dynamic of what the match is being falls count anywhere, and damn it, man, these two boys got a point to prove on Saturday. Y'all going head to head against your your old promotion, right? You know, for the love of the competition. Hey, that's what it is at the end of the day. I don't got no problem with it. It is what it is. But these guys I feel like that battery's gonna be on their back. And to me, I think Ethan Page can make an argument for the most benefited person going from AEW to WWE out of all of them. The guy we see today is not the guy that we saw in AEW. He's grown so much as a character. he's got more of a ability to showcase what he can do. Like he's gotten that opportunity. They gave him the baton, and he's ran like circles. And I have confidence that Ethan Page is someone that can like have a fruitful career in the WWE for a long time. And we see someone like Ricky, he's kind of getting into the start of it. And you know, man, you and me have been fans of Starks for a minute, bro. I love Ricky Starks. That was one of my favorite guys in AEW. So I'm still rocking with him now in NXT. And I just think the chemistry is going to be A1 against these guys. To me, this is whoever don't win gotta probably go to the main roster. Because I think there's a place for either guy on that main roster.
Mhm.
And if I had to pick it, I got Ricky winning the title back from Ethan. And I think Ethan could potentially find a way on the main roster right now. I think just the fact that he's such a good heel, I feel a little bit more confident that he would kind of find a slot open there. So yeah, man. But nah, salute to both of these guys. I'm like genuinely excited. And I was hoping Clark would be on this because Clark would have shit on the whole match and said both of these
Yeah,
guys
he's not
ass.
a fan of
Yeah. But
of.
I mean, what you think, Driz? How you calling this match?
I am going to go the opposite direction. I I think that right now Ricky's doing great, but Ethan Page right now is the top heel in two divisions right now. He is the top heel in the North American division and in the world title division. Right now, NXT needs Ethan Page more than Ethan Page needs NXT. He's been a despicable human being for a while now. And I don't think it's something that he had to grow into. I think he's naturally always had it, but the places he has been have never been able to fully see and showcase the disgustingness he's supposed to be. He does such a good job of making you hate him. So I kind of want to say that Ego is going to win, but I do agree with you. I do believe that this also would mean that somebody's got to go to the main roster, or at least the main event to the world title scene. Just get away. These two will have to get away from each other. It's gonna be a good blow off match. You're gonna see all the crazy stuff that they've gone through over the last couple of months. But Ego is probably going to win this bit. Is going to retain his title and move on to his next face that he can feud with.
Yeah, to me, it's tricky because I don't think they care about NXT to a point like we thought they did. Where like, because we say that to say, I mean, I guess it's a tough one for the men's side because the division is a little bit lacking compared to the women. But like, I didn't see them just take Roxanne, Julia, and Vaquer all at one time from them, right? So, I mean, if it really depends what the position is and what fits there. I just feel there's more duality with what like Ethan to me is more of a he's built his brand and his name in the WWE more because he's been here longer. And like I would rather him get the opportunity to hit the main roster and get that fair shake rather than like I think Ricky still got a lot of like more of identity to be created. I feel like he needs the even as a heel. I feel like you talk about a top heel. Like I think Ricky is a phenomenal heel. I feel like we should get that heel that we see in AEW and let it be showcased on NXT. We got some comments I do want to show though. We got Garrett Sorry saying that he likes Ethan Page as a heel. Donnie with a pretty good comparison right here. He says Page is kind of like Harden when he joined the Rockets. He's the same player. He's just getting the ball a lot more. You know, he don't got to play with KD and Russ. You know, he gets to kind of do what he wants to do. And then he's also telling you he don't Trick not the top heel in the title picture.
Honestly, God, no. Trick is like a tweener to me because at the drop of a dime, everybody's gonna jump. Create a different type of hate. I don't hate Trick Williams. Yeah, he's flashy. Yeah, he's out there. But ego legit makes you hate him. He doesn't do cool things in the ring. He got him from that MJF playbook. He does things in the ring to make you react to him. You're not worried about, oh, he did this cool move or anything. No, boo, boo.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. All right, man. Let's get to this last match. Main event. We talking about the world title picture. We got to talk about our world champion, the ruler, Oba, mother bleeping Femi, going against my boy, Yoshi Inamura from Pro Wrestling Noah. And tonight was a good night for my man Inamura because he got a little video phone call for the masses. He got his OG on the line. And that's the Great Muta. No mask and no, Mister and nothing. This is just regular Muta. And he's telling him, he's giving him words of encouragement. Then he got Marufuji hitting him up. He's giving him words of encouragement. Io Sky giving him words of encouragement. Like, this boy is he's getting hyped up, man. A lot of people want him to win. But he's got to go against the most dominant big man out there, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell him. Like, it's going to. So I just said that might be match of the night. If that's not match of the night, this might be match of the night because Inamura has just outrageous strength. Like, we saw him what he did tonight on Over, bro. Like, effortlessly. And this is going to be like such a, what Big E says, big meaty men slapping meat type of match. Like, these boys are going to be tossing each other around the ring like chops galore. Like, I'm really excited for this match. This arguably might be one of the most exciting matches that I'm looking at for the entirety of the weekend on all three shows. Like, it has the ability to also be a potential show stealer. But I gotta pick a winner, right?
Yep.
I would never, and I mean ever, bet against the ruler, bro. This is Obafemi's world, and we are living in it, my friends. This guy is like, he's just that dude. Like, he's really that dude. Like, ain't nobody, like, no one's messing with him. Like, I even look at someone like Gunther, and I'm like, yo, cool. I'll rock with you, Gunther. But you're going to have to see the big dog in a couple years. Once he, gets fine-tuned, clean stuff up a little bit more, too, and he hits that main roster, it might be curtains for you. But that's for down the road. On Saturday, I got Obafemi retaining. Drizzy, who do you have?
First off, before I give my answer, I want to apologize to Inamura. I was not aware of your game. The last few weeks, he has garnered a reaction from the crowd that I just did not believe was there. I seen him and Josh Briggs together gave me heavy machinery vibes. I saw him just he's gonna be do his tag team excursion and leave. But from the moment he came back, I don't know what it is. I don't know if absence made the heart grow fonder, but the fans have surrounded him and have given him so much love and have sat there and just giving him so much more of a boost that he's got me in doubts. He's got me doubting. Yes, Obafemi is dominant. Yes, he's a monster amongst men. No disrespect to Braun Strowman, but Inamura is not somebody to look past. His strength is very deceptive. His speed very deceptive. That that splash he does, it probably hurts a whole lot more than what we're giving it credit for. Now, I say all these things to say what I say every time. There are three things in life that are absolute Death, Ricky Starks, and Obafemi wins.
Death, Clark hating Ricky Starks and Ethan Page, and Olufemi wins. Yeah, and this is a comment I like a lot from Donnie also saying Yoshi has turned himself into a star with ridiculous physical charisma. He's got a
Yes.
chance to really go over without going over. That's the key. It's just the showing at the end of the day. And for me, like Inamura is a W for what he's done in NXT as a whole. Like he's kind of seen the opportunity that the men's division is lacking ready-made stars, and he's as ready-made as a lot of these guys are. And to me, like it's one of those things. Like I would not be surprised if an opportunity came arise for him, and if he can get signed, they sign him. Like he's got that, like you mentioned, that charisma that we've seen in someone like an Otis or whatnot. You know, just fun, energetic, but like you know he's about to tear the roof
Yeah.
down when he gets
Oh,
wrestling. Like,
a
he's
friend of
good.
mine in the bit is a wrestler. Gave me this quote last week. Sometime it's not about going over. It's about getting over. So
True.
many things are people who's going over is what matters. No, that's the minimalist thing. It's all about getting over, and Inamura has gotten over.
Yeah. Nah, he's definitely gotten over, bro. I mean, like you said, bro, the fans love him. Like
Mhm.
he's got a sense of charm in him that really resonates well in
Mhm.
the with the crowd. We got a couple more comments. Obviously, DC Warlord saying Inamura dethroning Femi would be insane.
Insane, yes, but not out of the realm of possibility. He's hot.
Yeah. And then Donnie agreeing with you said 100% facts. Winning is secondary to getting over and staying over. Yeah, man. I mean, winning isn't everything. Like I know that sounds insane to people, but like pro wrestling is an art. Pro wrestling is a program. Pro wrestling is a way that people connect to, like fans connect to stuff. You know, some of the most like someone like Chelsea Green. She was eating L's after L's after L's. She was a chicken shit heel in ways, but you know her for loving her character work, how she's able to entertain people, what she does and what she does. Like, you know, like there's like, you know, it's like it's in sports too, man. Like you see people like not everybody can be the guy who's gonna get 20, 25 a night, right? Sometimes you gotta, you know, play on the defensive end, like, you know, create spacing, you know, do the dirty stuff, you know, facilitate, like, you know, this stuff. There's a role to be had, and for me, I think he knows his role, and that's my biggest issue with fans nowadays is the fact that the most overused terminology is that um misuse. He's
Mhm.
being misused.
Yeah.
Just because your favorite wrestler is not in the focal point of winning, you feel like they're being misused, right? And that's not always the case. Not everybody could be champion. Like y'all want like participation trophies all the time, bro. Like, you know, there's ebbs and flows in it and whatnot, and you got to let bookers, you know, the people in WWE, the people in AEW, we can criticize it, and there's not an issue criticizing with the
Mhm.
booking and stuff like that. But like a lot of the times, I think people do get in the nature of being so mad at but that's the thing. That's not also a problem either, though. You should feel a way about passionate about your favorite wrestler, right? It's like sports teams too.
Mhm.
So
Like, yeah. Be passionate, but also be realistic.
that's the truth, man. You ain't gonna hear me say Izzy Dame gonna come and beat so watch her win too. Um and then man, I mean
The
great. Go ahead.
NXT it is NXT does a good job of putting people. You're not getting like swipe right over Femina. You're getting people who, oh, this person's been on a road. Let's see if they can knock down the pins.
So here's the thing too, right? So let's talk before we get off, even talking about like the Vanity Project, right? Swipe Right and Jackson Drake, like to me, I want them to be on NXT television. Like I don't know what the ID contracts are and whatnot, but like for me, I'm more interested to see what they've done in the last couple weeks and stuff they've done in Evolve than a team like Dark State. Because
Yes.
yes, they are the douchebag heels, but they're good television. They play their roles really well. I want to see them get beat up every single week, right? Like they make me want to see them. So I mean, there's ways like and that's the thing with the men's roster. I feel like there's too many of these giants. Too many of these football players that are trying to become wrestlers, right? And everybody's kind of looking the same. Like, not look, I know Braun Breaker is the pinnacle of what y'all want to be. Obafemi is the pinnacle of what y'all want to be, but they put in a lot of work to get where they are, So it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this upcoming weekend. Programming note, I gotta say before we head out, we will be doing off the air the post show for Great American Bash, but we will not be doing it after Great American Bash is done. Saturday, if you have been living under a rock, it's going to be a crazy, 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 crazy day for pro wrestling and a crazy, crazy, crazy day for Wrestling Republic. We will be going directly on the daily after we are finished with All In, the AW show. And then after that, we're going to have, obviously, Saturday night main event. So for us here on Off the Air, we will actually be on the undercard channel on Sunday morning. So myself, Drizzy, Clark, hopefully if StreamYard don't, debo him.
Lord willing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get him and his reaction towards this amazing North American men's match that he's excited to watch. We'll be on the undercard channel Sunday, 9:00 Eastern, man. So please keep that in mind.
AM.
Like y'all need to like really subscribe, hit the notification bell for that channel because you're gonna miss us and you don't want to miss this show. But yeah, man, and I love this, man. Salute to you, man. All love over here, Garrett, bro. Where's the Clark? We are missing the Clark rant for the night. I hate him. He sucks. He's not good. What are we doing? Ricky Staines.
Ricky Staines. All ego. Diet Scott Hall. Not some, but all ego.
Not some, but all ego. Blake Monroe. That's an outside linebacker for Mississippi State. I've never heard of her. Heard of Mariah May. Salute to Clark, man. We're probably gonna have to call Clark on the phone after this because I know he's probably pissed. But I hope how StreamYard done him. This has been a crazy episode, but we have powered through it, and we couldn't power through it with y'all in the comments. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all tomorrow on the daily. Yeah, man, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.